You know, I'm recording this a second time because my voice was double in the recording because I had to re-input the audio capture and yeah. So anyway, y'all were hearing me twice. I thought it was a good video, but here we are. So I've got obviously this open and we've got the leaks open for later, but they officially confirmed Witch Queen and Fauna, Hatred Fauna, Despair Fauna coming out next. Of course, there are two new units because the Fauna is the one with the third eye. So these are the arts. They're actually very nice. I really do like them. I like the Witch Queens a lot for the main arts. Both very cool. So they actually gave us the typings and the class and then also a little description of what they're going to do, which kind of confirms the leaks so we could kind of go over the leaks. So now it seems like they're sticking their guns to the leaks for now, right? For now. Red Witch Queen kind of tells me personally that Asta or Black Asta should be red, and Fauna is just going to be amazing and basically make Charlotte's green team meta, one of the meta teams. I'm it's interesting that Witch Queen is a healer, but I'm happy. So she's a red healer. Fauna is a green attacker. I do like that. So let's explain the little details that they give us. So for Witch Queen or King, I don't know. Is she a guy? She's not a guy. There's no way. Inflicts a variety of DOT abilities to the opponent and uses it as a recovery through the do passive. Additionally, she is a mage with the ability to assist allies by providing a blood absorbing effect. Lifesteal. So let's go person by person instead of how I did it before. So Witch Queen, wrong thing. Witch Queen. So she inflicts bleed on the skill 1 and grants HP recovery to the defender. Okay. Now, skill 2 is an AoE that applies poison, bleed, and burn. And poison and bleed is 10% of their HP rate away. And then burn is a little bit because obviously it's offered for magic attack. But still, having all three DLTs is huge for a lot of teams if you just need to have them on and applied. So this, personally, to me, is very good. You really can't go wrong with this. Now, her ult applies bleed to all enemies and then grants lifesteal to all allies, which is going to be huge for DPSs, obviously, as they do much more damage. And then puts the person with the highest defense to X% of max HP, so heals the defender. Now, if all allies are power, grants a Crimson Blood buff to defender allies, and the Crimson Blood is to defender allies. Okay, yeah, so it's only to tanks. It's only red tanks that are getting this, but it's an immortality buff. Basically, that's literally what it is. And because it's a red defender, if we really look at it, like, if we're really looking at it, red defenders, what do we have? Nothing, right? So we should expect to get another one, which to me is screaming that it's going to be a red Black Asta, but it would just be weird. 3 red defender Astas, but I feel like this is the direction they're going with because Witch Queen obviously controlled Black Asta in that part, so you know we'll have to see. And it gives immortality, which is pretty good. But I don't know, for the defenders we have right now, I just don't think this passive is great at all. Now, her do passive is that grants X% of own max HP as HP recovery to all allies for each instance of DOTs on the enemies. If you put this with any type of good burn unit like Charmy at 2 dupes, then this is going to be crazy, bro. The amount of HP you're going to be healing is very nice. And then this adds lifesteal, increases the amount of lifesteal on the ult, which is good. Now, this is just kind of useless stuff. But then could be interesting. If you're hit by an enemy taking bleed damage, there's a chance to grant increased defense to all allies, which could be good. So Witch Queen overall, I think I could like, but personally, I'm probably not going to go for her. This might be the first pickup I won't go for unless I get lucky on Fauna, because I'm going to go for Fauna because I have Charlotte maxed out. And Fauna is going to be really good with Charlotte, so we'll have to see. But I really do want Fauna because obviously she's a character I like more than Witch Queen. But Witch Queen's also Witch Queen, bro. She's sick, you know, so we'll have to see. Now, Fauna, green attacker, we need some of those because count Langris here too. But Langris is the only like half decent green unit, and you need a max dupe for him to be even worthwhile. So getting Fauna is great. She should have an AoE ult, AoE skill too, same as the old Fauna. And she should be a burn unit. So what they say is that she's able to use a powerful special move by building up unique stats. stacks, which means her ult is going to destroy blue teams, especially because blue teams don't really have barrier units. So we should be in business, right? Now, even if you are provoked, the resulting penalty is compensated by the awakening passive, which is the exact same as in, what's it called, as in the leaks. Now, of course, this is going to be with chapter 8, which means that Fonzel is not going to be coming out, which is interesting, but overall something to be happy about because we don't need Fonzel and all of them, even though that what's it called? Even though they're in the story, we don't need them personally, especially so close to half Annie. Maybe we'll get them in the future, but not right now. Okay, so that's definitely it. So let's go into her actual kit. Now, FANA, skill 1, so basically her kit revolves around hatred stacks. The skill 1 and a skill 2 applies hatred stacks certain amounts, and then you could stack it up to 5 times, and the more hatred stacks, the more that the extra attack on the ult does. You have 2 extra attacks, one that's just an extra attack outright, and the second one is an extra attack that is based off the amount of stacks that you have from the skill 1 and 2 that you built up. Now, what's going to be very interesting with this is that it's the alt and then 2 other hits, which means you're going to have so many times to hit the crits where it's going to be much better. Let's say okay, so the way I like it is I like it when there's more hits if you get unlucky, because if you don't land the first crit, then over time you will get a guaranteed one of the hits, one of the ticks of damage will be a crit. But if it's a one hit ult like Summer Noel's, there's in general like logically less of a chance for you to get that crit because of the fact it's a one hit chance, right? Now if you have like 4 or 5 chances because of how many ticks there are, and there's the original ult, an extra attack, at least 3 ticks, that means you have more chance to get the crits, right? Even if it's more spread out the crit damage, it's fine. Now, this could end up being crazy. If this is 120% base ult at max level, plus 30 and 30, this is going to be a damage dealing monster, bro. And I'm saying like bare minimum. This could go up to like 200, almost 250, right? So I'm very excited for this FANA. This FANA could be insane. Now, her skill 2 applies burn 2 AoE, which is very good. And also, like, what's making her even better and topping it off is that she applies stun block for 1 turn if everyone's green. And guess what? You want to run her on a full green team with Charlotte. So you're in business because Charlotte's going to give you like an 80-90k barrier, and she's going to give you stun block turn 1. Both turn 1 if it's a full green team. Now, she gets immortality and heals depending on if she reaches a certain amount of hatred stacks. And then if she's applied with any type of taunt, she gets damage reduction, which is exactly the wording or like the phrasing they use, saying that even if you are provoked, taunted, the resulting penalty is compensated with the do passive, which is exactly the case here. Now, she applies taunt on partner skill, and then she gets taunt on her skill 2 with the skill page, which is going to apply chance to taunt AoE, right, which is really good. And then her Grimoire passive is if you're afflicted with taunt or enhanced taunt, you get an increased damage dealt buff, which could be pretty good. Actually, no, I'm lying. This is not a passive skill page you're going to want to run. Unless this taunt might go crazy, but if it's like 30 or 40% chance, maybe, but we'll have to see. Overall, I'm very excited for this FANA and Witch Queen, and I hope you guys are too. I got my video to 8 minutes, even if I had to re-record. I'm pretty happy. Are you guys excited for FANA, Witch Queen? Will you guys be summoning? Personally, I'll be summoning for FANA and then Witch Queen if I get lucky. Only if I get lucky. Now, soon Antelar will have the site up and running, or like translated up fully. That's going to be very cool because now we have 4 more units for him to translate. So, you know, that's always nice. And 4 more skill pages. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.